Hi there, I'm Noah from Walker's Point Marina, and today I'm going to be showing you the brand new and beautiful R4 from Cobalt. The R series has always set a benchmark in the industry for luxury, quality, and performance in a boat, and the R4 is an exceptional example of that. So first off, at the back of the boat here, we have the Cobalt patent swim step, which is a big feature that it's well known for. And instead of having a swim ladder, which will deploy into the water, this step flips down entirely. So this will actually go almost about a foot underneath the water level, and it gives you a nice easy entry and access step, which is submerged. So typically speaking, pets love it. If you're someone who needs a little bit more accessibility, it's a lot easier to get in and out of using this feature. So that's a standard feature on this boat, and is by far a big favorite of customers. We always get really good reviews back from people using this and loving it. Working our way down at the back here, we have the Volvo Penta dual prop outdrive. This outdrive comes standard with something called silent shift. And what silent shift is it removes the noise and clunkiness of putting your boat into gear and out of gear. So it makes it a very unanimous and smooth throttle. So the gear case on this is upgraded to that silent shift already standard. The dual prop system has always been better for performance in terms of your maneuverability at low speeds and your turning ability at high speeds. Two props has doubled the square footage, in terms of torque, and has always been a better benefit. So that's standard on here as well. Finally, I'm just going to touch on the extended running surfaces. So you'll see at the back here how the outdrive and the transom is actually offset from the transom of the boat, and that is for performance. So by moving the drive closer to the center of the boat, it increases your planing ability at low speeds, as well as with different amounts of weight in the boat. So typically speaking, even if you threw a bunch of people in the back of the boat, hit the throttle, that bow is going to stay perfectly level. You're not going to have it shoot up in the air. You're not going to lose sight of what's in front of you. So that's what they call extended running surfaces. It's a feature that they came out with back in '87 when they first started building Cobalts and manufacturing them, and it is still proven solid to today, even with all the technology advancements. Okay, so here on the side of the boat, just looking at the different components and hardware that's on here, we have that signature Cobalt shine and stainless look to them, as all of the pieces and all the hardware is stainless steel. Good example of this would be your fuel fill cap, which actually there is one on both sides of the boat, so it doesn't matter what side you come into dock, you can gas up. Also, we have the famous fender clip system, which is really nice for quick attaching your bumper just by the press of a button. All of the graphics are in the gel coat. There's no paint on this boat actually, and Cobalt actually is close to double the amount of gel thickness than the next closest competitor. So that means that over lifetime, there's lots of room there for maybe if you get some dock rash, you need to buff it back. It's a very, very forgivable hull side, in addition to having that signature shine and look to it. Okay, so at the back of the boat here, we've got the sun pad here. Now this is for laying out, maybe sunbathing and hanging out the back while people are swimming. The backrest you can flip so that you can face that way. And then in addition, we've got this rear-facing rumble seat, which pops up and gives you another seating platform there. So that's usually good if you're maybe getting ready to do some water sports, put on a wakeboard or something. Gives you a nice little spot. You can hang your feet over the edge there and such. The backrest actually has a third position, which is a new feature that they've implemented this year, and that is you could turn it to the side and it lays down flat. So it gives you more room for hanging out back there, bigger square footage for laying on and such, and then go back up into place. Standard features, obviously you got cup holders, kind of surrounding this area. This bimini top is a premium bimini top. It's the easy folding one. So what that means is if you had a low clearance, maybe boathouse or somewhere that it needed to go, it's very, very simple to collapse, and I'll show you right now. A single person can do it. You just pop the one button there, come to the other side, hit the other, and it'll go right down. So coming into the cockpit area, Cobalts are really known for their spacious interior feel. This is an 8'6" beam, however, most people notice as soon as they get in the boat how wide it feels inside of here. It has to do with how they shape their gunnels and how they've designed this area to be as efficient as possible. Some key features in here we can look at is, again, a little bit more versatile seating. So we've got a double back seat here. If you're doing some water sports, maybe you just want to look backwards, you got a spotter running, they can sit there and lay down properly. That locks into place. With these gunnels, you do get a nice stepping area for boarding, getting on and off, which previously you did not have, so that is a new feature. And they've also tucked away the cup holders a little bit further underneath the backrest here. So again, in the previous model, this wasn't designed like this, but now your cups, your drinks, your phone, there's charging ports under there, all of that is kind of tucked out of your way. You're not ever going to be sitting on it or running into it. There is, without any question, no shortage of storage in this boat. It's pretty crazy to think about how much space that they have freed up throughout the vessel in terms of where to put things, but they've done an amazing job. So you got a compartment here which has got your trash can in it, as well as your breaker panel and easy access to your battery switch. Okay, so your emergency shutoff is in there. Coming over on the other side, we have got your cooler, which is built in, insulated in the inside of the boat with the drain plug. So when your ice melts, you just pull the plug and it'll drain out. There is a secondary cooler at the back of the boat there, so you get two. In addition, at the front here, we've got a deep storage compartment underneath here, which goes all the way down into the belly of the boat. Then, of course, we've got your traditional ski locker in the center, but in addition to this boat, which is new, is a second ski locker up in the front. Okay, so we've come to the Helm area, and this is one of the biggest improvements that they made with the R4 in the new R series that has come out. They've redesigned this all to incorporate bigger displays, which is a nice feature. These upgraded Garmin screens are going to show not only your engine functions and all your analytics and your speedometer, all those different features. It's also going to give you controls to a lot of different things in the boat. That includes things like the stereo, lighting control, etc. And then, of course, you have your GPS as well. So you have your Garmin built-in chart plotter, which is going to do navigation, waypoints. If you want to set your friend's cottage and then know how to get there, you hit go, it'll show you the route to get there. Some really, really impressive technology. So these bigger screens are a really, good adaptation with new technology. Other little things too, they still have your traditional stereo control here on the side, as well as you have a new wireless phone charger, which is a great feature that is a big favorite of mine. Pops into place, locks in there nice. Coming back to our throttle control. This is going to be the Volvo Penta digital throttle control to go along with the Volvo motor and outdrive. Coming standard with this is going to be trim assist, which is the automated trimming of the outdrive for you. So you don't have to manually hit the button anymore. You can if you want, but trim assist is now a standard feature, which is great for driving with. And then back to our seat. So this is an adjustable seat. You can move it front to back, side to side, etc. There is an upgraded option to get an electric seat now as well. So there's another piece of technology that they've made a huge improvement on. Here in the engine compartment is our power plant for this boat. This particular model is running a 350 V8 in it, but there's a variety of selections you can have. The nice thing about this engine compartment is, again, improvements from the previous model. Number one, you can open it without losing your walk-through, so you can still go in and out of the boat if the hatch is open. Number two is the accessibility. So there is an increased amount of space in here for both storage, as an example on the right-hand side there, as well as access to your batteries. They've made them super accessible right in the front there. If you need to get in to charge them, you can do so simply. And then maintenance, it doesn't apply to most customers, but there's a lot of room in here for getting around the engine if you do need to, ever do anything to it, or just, keep your regular checkups on it done. So they did a really good job with the engine compartment and how spacious it is. Your hatch is on hydraulic assisted shocks, which means it's a single hand can open and close it. So the bow area up here is home to, again, large storage pockets on either side. In addition, you still have, a good selection of cup holders up here. Charging ports as well. They have moved charging ports up to the front, so there's places for you to plug your phone in. You do also get your anchor locker up there. So it's a very comfortable space. They're very smart when they design areas of the boat like this. Little things that may not notice but are important, like your grab rails, which are located inside of the boat and not recessed or extruding outside as a safety feature, right? Your hands are in the boat, you have somewhere to hold on to if it gets rough out there. They did a really good job at this bow area, and of course, like any Cobalt, you can always close it off by just pulling the release, flipping the windshield, as well as your pocket door here, which can block it off from elements or wind and different features like that. So that's still standard. Thank you so much for spending the time with me and going through this beautiful boat. We are very, very excited for the new R Series, including the R4 and everything that it's going to bring to the customers. So if you'd like to learn more, don't hesitate to contact our sales team or visit our website, walkerspointmarina.com.